Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm honored that you joined me. My name is Debbie. I have 3 children, 3 grandchildren. I lived in California for 63 years and I now live in the Carolinas. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, a retired teacher, a bookworm, a children's book author, a sports enthusiast, motorsports, a tiny home homesteader, and a foodie. My channel will include book reviews, recommendations, senior products, recipes, and homemaking. I have some special interviews planned and several field trips. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. My goal is to build a strong community. The challenges of this generation are different than any other time. We can learn so much from each other and enjoy each other. That said, there will be no foul language or abuse of others tolerated. I have a team of moderators helping me. First abuse of these rules, your comment will be deleted. Second, you will be blocked. My channel, my kitchen, my rules. Try to remember high school debate class where ideas were shared with respect. We're building a safe and healthy cyber community where we learn and support each other in our journeys to celebrate and live the best life. My channel name means just that, bees, knees, and china cups. First, my name, Debbie, means bee. Then, bees knees. Actual bees do a little waggle dance to communicate to their nestmates they've found a good pollen area. There was also a lady named Bee Jackson who was famous for doing the Charleston as a chorus girl in the Ziegfeld Follies. She looks like a human bee when she's dancing. I know the Charleston well because I grew up with my mother breaking out into the Charleston, dancing in our kitchen, just randomly happy. Also, I live near Charleston now, which the dance was named after. And china cups. They are the best fun. They represent the fruit of my labors, extravagant luxury, whatever that means for you. It could mean sweet tea on your front porch rocker with your grandchildren. That being said, welcome to my channel and today's feature book. Without further ado, today's feature. Let me play some music for you while I go and grab the book. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. One of my favorite tunes. First, let me begin by saying this is my favorite book except for the Holy Bible. Today's book is called God, Gold, and Glory by Henry Fellini. Through this book, Henry Fellini will reveal a unique California perspective, a forerunner and trailblazer This book is much like the author himself and his beautiful partner in time, Grace. This book is an enlightening and engaging and long overdue correction of the falsehood that California lacked faith. Henry discusses Father Junipero Serra, Jedediah Smith, John Fremont, the Yosemite Fire Falls, the Azusa Street Revival, and even Hollywood. California has launched more global moves of God than any place in the world. The Jesus Movement, the Vineyard, YWAM, Campus Crusade for Christ, Azusa Street Revival, Amy Semple McPherson and the Foursquare Church, Assemblies of God, Billy Graham, and Calvary Chapel, just to mention a few. On the cover of the book, we see Yosemite's famous fire falls. I will read a small excerpt from chapter 13 and page 165, then page 85. Okay. The Fire Falls. From 1871 to 1968, thousands of people of many tongues from around the globe would line the meadows and roads every summer evening to watch the spectacular event of fire falling more than 3,000 feet from Glacier Point to the valley floor. In fact, many came to Yosemite just to experience the fire falls. It became so popular that more people were coming to the park for the fire falls than for the splendor of Yosemite itself. Its incredible popularity actually became its demise. By the mid-20th century, Yosemite became consistently crowded with millions of visitors annually. Today, approximately 4 million people visit the park each year. Consequently, in 1968, the National Park Service decided to discontinue the fire falls to help relieve congestion in the park. However, for almost 100 years, every summer at exactly 9 p.m., a man would stand at Camp Curry below and shout to the man at Glacier Point, 3,000 feet above, "Let the fire fall!" At that instant, the man tending the fire at Glacier Point would shout his answer down, "The fire is falling!" In a systematic rhythm, they would immediately begin pushing the burning, glowing coals and fire over the cliff. It was a spectacular display of falling, descending fire. In the black of night, the observer would see a steady stream of brilliant flowing, glowing fire cascading 3,000 feet down the sheer wall of Glacier Point. This magnificent event would last for several minutes as people from the nations stood and observed in awe. I'd like to share my testimony. I was there when I was very small, and my brother took me to see the fire fall, and it's such an emotional experience. People cried around me, and my heart was absorbed. There's something just to marvel about it. If you go on YouTube, you can see some people, elderly people have seen it, talking about when they saw it, they cried. It's just a very moving experience to have seen that. Now on page 165, the prophetic symbolism of the Yosemite Fire Falls. We discuss the prophetic significance of the Yosemite Fire Falls in chapter 13. That's where we just came from. However, in the light of the question, why Mariposa, I believe it's important to make the connection that the fire falls occurred in Mariposa County, the spiritual center. Now get this picture. In 1871, only 21 years into statehood and 35 years before the fire fell at Azusa Street, man stood on Mariposa soil in the heart of California, near the banks of the Merced River, the River of Mercy, and, I might add, in the midst of his beauty and splendor of the high waterfalls and prophetically call the fire down. Then in 1906, God answered that call and sent Latter-day Pentecost to the whole world via Los Angeles, the city of angels, to the south. Shout amen, somebody. I want to add this little bit in, which I have never seen yet. Maybe one day. God's own fire falls. To me, this is like a Valentine from God. So now the firefalls are gone forever, right? Well, not so quick. I've got good news. God has the last word. A short distance from Glacier Point, very near El Capitan, there's a beautiful seasonal waterfall called Horsetail Falls. It's very interesting to note that in late February and early March, there's a natural event that takes place that defies imagination. During these few weeks when the sun is setting, the sun's rays hit the waterfall in such a way that Horsetail Falls literally looks like liquid fire falling more than 3,000 feet. It's one of the most beautiful and spectacular sights you will ever see. Photographers and enthusiasts come from far and wide to see and photograph this unusual event. It's awesome, it's natural, and it's going to happen until Jesus returns. So for heaven's sake, residents of California, please celebrate today. Do you know why? Today is California Admissions Day. California was admitted to the state on September 9th, 172 years ago. As far as celebrating, it seems the last governor to encourage excitement about it was Governor Schwarzenegger. Remember, California was founded a non-slavery state. Government officials are elected to serve the people of the state. The current governors of California, Oregon, and the state of Washington have openly agreed to link arms and make decisions for their states in unison. You folks are paying them a salary of over $500,000 to represent and serve the people of their individual states. Just food for thought. So figure out ways, please celebrate California. I could sit here and talk to you about California for 3 hours. It's spectacular. The people are beautiful. The state is beautiful. Please celebrate and treasure your golden state. God's not done with California. You can find more about that in this amazing book. I've gifted this book quite a few times, and every time I gift it to someone, they come back and tell me the same thing. They said, after I was done reading, I had to read it again. You can get your copy of God, Gold, and Glory on Amazon or at godgoldandglory.com. Here's a picture of it. This is my favorite book next to the Holy Bible. I hope you'll look into it and you'll find yourself wanting to buy it for others. Thank you for joining me. See you again soon.